think the wave itself, you know, really just, it designed the board kind of for us.
Aloha! Today we're going to meet Pancho Sullivan, and in my opinion, he is one of the top pro surfers to come out of Hawaii. Pancho is probably best known for being one of the most powerful surfers at Sunset Beach, which happens to be one of the most difficult waves on the planet to surf. For over 20 years, Pancho Sullivan has worked with shaper Jeff Bushman to perfect the best sunset board possible. Alright, well here we are with good friend, Pancho Sullivan, longtime friend, and doesn't need much of an introduction, but we're here to talk about your board.
Jeff's always called it the Sunset Special. This is a board that's probably got 20 years of design, tinkering. During the course of the last 20 years, we've seen surfing change so much.
Yeah.
You know, obviously the younger generation, starting out on such small equipment, I don't think they're able to really make a transition to a bigger board. So boards got shorter.
Yeah.
And for me, I always felt like I wanted to draw one long continuous line, or, you know, figure eight sort of off the bottom all the way through the top turn. And you know, that's what I've noticed the differences between the guys riding shorter boards is they're doing multiple stage bottom turns. For being a wave that, you know, can handle 15 feet, it's a really high performance big wave. There's definitely, you know, you have to have the ability to make really long sections, but you also want the board to fit really tight in the pocket. It's all Jeff Bushman. I mean, the guy's been as committed and as relentless, trying to build me the best, you know, a magic board for that wave, and you know, we've had a really great relationship. He's been, you know, sort of a father figure for me over the years. You know, I kept trying to explain the way, you know, that I wanted to be able to surf the wave, and, you know, without having that design experience, you know, and Jeff being such an incredible craftsman, he just, you know, he was, I think, as determined as I was to find that magic formula.
Right.
And so we went, you know, wider, thicker, went too narrow, pinched it,
rails, yeah.
You know, made a domey. We did so many different things to it. About 8 years ago, I think, is maybe a little less, more like 6 years ago, I think, you know, we finally stumbled across, you know, this model, which for me, my, you know, size, it's just got the perfect foil. The bottom's amazing. It has so much drive that I'm able to really extend the length of the bottom turn all the way through the top, and come out of the top turn with speed.
It says 610 down here. That's a little trick, isn't it?
It's a little tricky there. I didn't do that. Bushy, he never puts any of the dimensions on his boards. He'll just write the size, and sometimes you have to take a tape measure to make sure that he's actually you know, not messing with you. But this is a legit 7.2. It's got a beautiful little double concave. I tend to like boards bigger than 7.0. I like the old traditional, you know, glass on fixed fins.
Yeah. You don't have to think about it.
Don't have to think about it. Just real stable.
Yeah.
There's a lot of chop out at Sunset. So I think the wave itself, you know, really just, it designed the board kind of for us. It's just, you come across that bridge and, you know, you're looking up into it and you see the inside bowl, and it's just everything, you know, paddling out through that channel, going over giant current chops, and
trying to look at the wave as you're
going,
is there a wave there breaking?
Just the experience. Primarily, Sunset was more of a focal point, I think, of professional surfing, and as a proving ground, more so than Pipe was when I was a kid anyway. And so I feel like I was very fortunate to watch a lot of really great surfing go on out there. And, you know, the era that I grew up in, watching, you know, everybody from Gary Elkerton to, you know, Bobby Owens, who, to me, Bobby Owens was really the guy that mastered just the bottom turn at Sunset. He, you know, I'm sure he was influenced by Barry Kanayapuni and all these other guys, but, you know, he was still in his prime when I was a kid, and watching him out there, really, I watched how he would initiate that bottom turn much earlier than a lot of other guys, and because of that, he was able to just do these incredible swooping top turns. You know, and then all the guys after him, guys like Sonny Garcia, Love Hodel, Miles Padaka. There's a whole list of guys that really look comfortable out there when it's bigger, and they really surf that wave like they're just kind of toying with it, like it's a small wave. I think because the wave is so unpredictable, when you take off, that you kind of get that butterfly in your feeling in your stomach that you just have no idea what this wave is going to do. It's an experience. Sunset is an experience, and anybody who's been out there, knows that sensation of like, just seeing all that water move and going, am I going to get smoked, or am I going to get the wave of my life? I mean, you just never know.